everybody, welcome into my channel. This is Steph from Steph Miller Studios, and today we are going to do a corner to corner. So I am going to show you how to start, how to increase, and how to decrease. In order to do this project, you do need to have a basic knowledge of crochet. So you will need to know how to chain, how to do double crochets, and I am using US terms. So double crochets, you will need to know how to slip stitch, and I think that about covers it. Chain, slip stitch, double crochets. You will need, so what I'm doing is I'm going to use a cotton. This is just a little something I picked up a little random from Amazon. It was a whole bunch of these little mini cotton. It is 100% cotton. It is a 3 weight. And so this says to use a 3 to a 4 hook, depending on what you want to do. I am using a 4mm or G. All right, so corner to corner, how it works is you start out with making these little squares. So you would make 1 square, and then you're doing 2, and then you're doing 3, and then so on and so forth. So this is your increase. Once you get to your width and height that you want, then you will start to do a decrease. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And what you will need to do is you will need to do a slip knot, and this is how I do mine. I just take my yarn, wrap it around my finger, take my hook, grab the yarn, pull, and there's my slip knot. Okay, you can make your slip knot however you'd like to, but that's how I make mine. So what we're going to do to start out is we are going to chain 6. So I'm going to do that. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, in the 4th chain from the hook, so we're gonna skip 1, skip 2, skip 3. Into the 4th chain, we're gonna do a double crochet. Oops. Okay. And then I'm gonna do 2 more double crochets. So I'm gonna do 1 into the next stitch and 1 into the last one. And it is a little bit fiddly at first, so just take your time with it. You don't have to rush. It's not a contest to see how fast, unless it is, and then go for it. Live your life. So, all right, so my tension was a little crazy on that one, but it's okay. All right. Because it's that slip knot there. Okay. Because I'm splitting my yarn. All right, goodness gracious. Here we go. All right, so now you have something that looks like this, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're gonna chain another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. So we're into that 4th chain from the hook. We're going to do a double crochet. And into the next stitch, same thing, double crochet. And into that 3rd, another double crochet. All right, so this is what we have. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece here and we're just gonna flip it up, okay? So now you are going to do a slip stitch into that first chain, okay? So it's kind of gonna look weird. It's gonna look like you're going into the back, and you're going into the back of the chain, but we're gonna do a slip stitch, okay? So now this is our first corner. Basically, this is this square and this square. So now we're gonna do this square on top of this one, okay? So now what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna chain 3. So chain 1, 2, 3. And then you have this chain 3 space. You're gonna do 3 double crochets into that space. So we're gonna do 1 double crochet. Hold on, let me get. All right, so we're gonna do 3 double crochets into this chain 3 space. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now from here, you're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then do that same thing. So 4th chain from hook, do a double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. All right, here we go. So into that 4th chain from the hook, we're gonna do a double crochet, another double crochet into the next stitch, and a 3rd double crochet into that last stitch. Okay, then we're gonna take this, we're gonna flip it up, and we're gonna do that same thing where we're gonna do the slip stitch into that chain, that first chain here from the previous little block. So in slip. Now, because we're not on an increase, we're just doing the random middle ones. We're just gonna chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then 3 double crochets into this chain 3 space. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets. We are going to, into that top chain, we're going to do a slip stitch, and then we're going to do 3 chain, and then 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, oops, so that's 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna go ahead and we can turn it now too. You don't have to do it. So let's just do the 6 chains. And then 4th chain from the hook, we're gonna insert a double crochet. And into that last chain as well. Okay. And then we are going to attach it with the slip stitch in that top chain from the previous block. So now we are going to continue with our chained 3, and then we're going to put 3 double crochets into the chain 3 space. attach with a slip knot. And we're going to do that till the end of that row. So here's where I'm adding I did my chain 3. Then I'm into that chain 3 space, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, with a slip knot in that chain in the next square. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochets into that chain 3 space. 1, 2, and 3. And next thing, we're going to slip stitch into that top chain 3 space, or chain, excuse me. Now we're going to chain 3, and into this chain 3 space, we're going to add those 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. You can go ahead and turn your work and do your 6 chains. 4th chain from the hook, and you're going to put a double crochet. Next stitch, you're going to put a double crochet. And that 3rd chain, you're going to put a double crochet. Now slip stitch to the top of that chain 3 in the previous round, or in the previous block. And then chain 3. 3 double crochets in that chain 3 space. And you're going to do this until the end of this row. Okay, so from here, we're going to flip our work, and we're going to do that same pattern. So we're going to, you guessed it, 6 chain, double crochet into 4th chain from hook, And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to join with the slip stitch. And then we're going to continue our chain 3 double crochets into the chain space and our slip stitch to join to the next square, all the way to the end. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you go ahead and make this as wide as you would like it, and as tall as you would like it. We're just gonna focus on a square. I think I'm gonna do probably about double the size. So I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do another 6 rows and then I'm going to stop and then we'll talk about the decrease. So we'll be back with that. Okay, welcome back. So what I did was I made sure this was 10 wide and 10 rows high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you did more or less, that's fine. But now I'm going to show you how to do the decrease so that we can start moving across this way and up this way. Okay, so instead of the chaining 6, what we're going to do is we're going to turn our work, and in each of the stitches 1, 2, 3, we are going to do a slip stitch. We're just moving our yarn over to where we can continue. So our last slip stitch is in that top chain. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to chain 3. And then in this chain 3 space, we're going to do those 3 double crochets. One, 2, and 3. Okay. we're going to continue on doing that exact same thing. We're going to continue on doing the same thing where we're going to slip stitch, chain 3, do the 3 double crochets, and then slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets, okay, until we get to the end. So here's my slip stitch, my chain 3, and 3 double crochets. So there's 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to slip stitch in that top there, okay, and then we're going to chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then in that top chain right there, we're going to do the slip stitch. Chain 3, 3 double crochets in that chain 3 space, 1, 2, and 3, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets, slip stitch in that top chain, chain 3, 3 double crochets, slip stitch, 3 double crochet, or 3 chains, excuse me. Now it's 3 double crochets, slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets, whoops, chain 3, double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, slip stitch here in the top, 1, 2, 3 chain, 3 double crochets, all right, now we're at the end here. We're still gonna go ahead and do our slip stitch, okay? Now, from here, we're not gonna continue up because this is as long as we want. From here, we're just going to turn our work, okay? And then we're gonna do slip stitch in this first double crochet, second, third, and the top here. So, gonna do a slip stitch, and this is just getting our, basically getting our working yarn to where we need it so we can continue the pattern. All right, now remember this is a decrease, so we're not gonna do this chain 6, we're gonna just basically do the chain 3, 3 double crochets, and do that all the way till the end here, okay? So chain 3, 3 double crochets in the chain 3 space. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch. Okay, chain 3, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Slip stitch in the top chain, 3 chains, 3 double crochets, slip stitch in the top chain, 3 chains, 3 double crochets. And we're going to go ahead and continue that to the end. Slip stitch. Now remember, this is where we want to stop. So we don't want to do more than this height. So this is where we're going to just do our 3 double crochets. Oops. There we go. And slip stitch. Slip stitch here, turn your work, and then you're going to slip stitch across, okay? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then in the top chain as well, 4. Okay, and then here 3 and 3 doubles. So go ahead and continue the decreases, and you're going to get down to the last 2 points, and then we'll finish it off together. Okay, so I have slip stitched to my end here, and I'm going to go chain my 3. Then I'm going to do my 3 double crochets in the chain 3 space. Whoops. Slip stitch in the top chain of the next block or cluster, whatever. Okay, slip stitch, turn your work, slip stitch to here, basically slip stitch to the corner. Hold on. And then chain 3, and this is your last cluster, so we're going to do our our 3 double crochets, and join with a slip stitch. Okay, so there we have it. Now this is small. So obviously if this was going to be something that I was going to make as a washcloth or a dishcloth, I would make this a little larger. But for these video purposes here, we're just gonna leave it this size. So from here, you're obviously going to want to weave in your ends. You could leave it as is, or you could add a border to it, whatever you'd like to. But that is the corner to corner technique, at least the way I do it. So if you know of a better way, or you like to do something different, or you want to experiment in a different way, have fun with it. Enjoy it. It's art. Enjoy your art. Thank you for being here, and please, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and give me a subscribe, follow, what have you. Share the video, like, comment, all that good stuff. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.